Before we get in bedtime stories, episode number 893, I would say I'm sorry for huge delay, most because of difficulties I'm having the original files taping originally, but because I saw the operator voice that was way too loud in the background. I had some personal issues trying to get ready to tell him, "Will you keep it down?" And then my brother was like, "No, it's too loud to hear." I'm like, I'm trying to tape an episode for some reason, and I couldn't be able to hear me reading a book, you know. But unfortunately to say this, folks, with the exception of the fact I was about almost done reading the book, the original file that I was supposed to tape finishing up is the whole book read was lost, unfortunately, because I wasn't supposed to finish reading the book for you guys, but apparently the original file to reading the book was lost. So I'm sorry, but it took me so long to read the book. I may have to do this anyway. So without further ado, Bedtime Stories 893. Hello guys, Sujara speaking. Welcome to Bedtime Stories, episode number 893. Territorial America 250. Happy birthday America, something like that. So let's read it out, shall we? See what we got for us. Here we go. It's written by Roxanne Trop. Familiar name. Illustrated by Jennifer Doring. How to pronounce her last name. Anyway. It's published by Albert Wyman Company from Chicago, Illinois. See, here's a birthday cake that goes to America's our country. Here we go. In the drippy heat of summer, anyway. Dad packed a picnic basket. Mom and I load the car. Where are we going, I asked. To a party, Mom said. A birthday party, she smiled, sort of. Wow. Did not know what to do next, so better go with that, folks. Next page. Anyways, a park overflows with people and games and colors and music and food. Makes sense anyway. I've never seen so many people at the party. Is that the right place, I asked? Sure is, Dad replied. Good enough, I guess. There you go with that, folks. Next page. Anyways, Mom found an empty spot for grass. I found a friend to play ball, okay? We bounce and flip, tumble and race, and then blow bubbles and as big as our heads. And that's good enough for you guys anyways. There you go with that, folks. Next page. Anyways, Mom called for me to eat hot dogs and potato salad. Yummy. Anyways, I shared watermelon with my new friend. She shared a cupcake with me. That was nice. Anyways, she usually sneaks a taste of with my mom's not looking. And that's the way it should be anyways. There you go on that, folks. Next page. Anyways, as the sun sets, we gather and settle snuggling in our blankets, okay? Dad pulls CJ into his lap, okay? It's time for presents, I asked. It's time for fireworks, he said. Oh wow. I don't know what to do next with fireworks, huh? Next page. Anyways, in the dark, a spark streak over my head. The car erupts and I'll run by. Boom! My body dropped. Ooh, the crowd explained. I granted, Dad, is there room for meat on this lot? Tell me. Anyways, another burst of color blights and the sky is gone and it's gone. Makes sense anyway. I felt its boom deep in my chest. Ah! Kiki cried. Dad covered her ears. I want to cover my ears as well. But I'm not a baby. Exactly. You gotta do something about it. So, fathers are gonna be happening for it anyway. You need a headset or something. Next page. Anyways, whiz. Rocket shores at the air, whistling and it's a climb, something like that. Pop, pop, pop. Red, white, and blue pepper the sky, okay? Don't worry, I told my sister. They won't hurt you. Exactly. Now, before I continue on, and I wasn't going to say in the ritual file, but I could, but that's just me, of course. Now, I'll say it anyway. Now, there's two things I want to mention, too. In 2018, I was very upset because I was not going to raid for fireworks. I learned my lesson about this in 2019, but that'll happen anyway. Now, in 2002 or 3, I was in the raincoat with my brother, and my mom and dad were trying to hold up in the rain, and we're paying attention to fireworks. I thought it would be cool to have drawing fireworks for some reason, but it was not. It was a real life fireworks for some reason. But it's okay. Maybe some fireworks sometime around. It was pouring down rain sometime, but you know, while I was wearing a raincoat. But anyway. Oh, I wasn't paying attention to rain, but I'm not sure. Sharp smelling, smoke fills the air. My nose twitches. For a moment, nothing happened. Then, we'll see what happens. So there you go on that. It can happen anyway. Next page. Anyways, the sky explodes. Whiz, boom, pop, pop, pop. I cover my ears. Fireworks of every color and shape bloom bright. It can happen anyway. Now, then fizzle and fall like rain. Like thunderstorm, something like that. Like thunderstruck from AC/DC. There you go on that, folks. Where are we? Next page. Anyways, falling silent cell. The stars twinkle through the haze. It can happen anyways. There you go on that, folks. Next page. Anyways, you can let me. There we go. Mom packed the car, picnic basket. Dad loaded the car. Somehow she slept, something like that. I guess there is no present at the party. There's not. Anyways, unless you count the fireworks and my new friend. It can happen anyway. That makes sense. It make more good enough. So there you go. Next page. Anyways, you can let me. There we go. At home, my nose twitches with the still there scent of fireworks. Then I asked, what party was that? America's. Excuse me, he said. I climbed the stairs. Can happen anyways, there you go. If you go let me, next page. Anyways, on top of the bed was just sleepy as Gigi. And why does America have a party? I asked. The 4th of July is America's birthday, Dad said. Today we remember our history and celebrate freedom. Freedom. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I nodded. Well, it's America celebrate freedom with our Pledge of Allegiance, things like that. So it can happen anyway. So there you go. Well, we get two more, and it has a dream sequence like this. Slowly my eyes drift, and I remember my friend, our games, and the food and fireworks. Today was a taste of freedom. It was definitely worth celebrating. Whispered Dad, closed the door. It can happen anyway, so there you go, for dream sequence like that, in any way. Anyway, happy birthday, America. So, there you go. And you can happen to see here is Washington DC Capitol, the fireworks and everything, so there you go. And the last two, and we're almost done here, so here we go. Timeline of Freedom. See here. July 4th, 1776, the founders of the United States signed the Declaration of Independence. March 4th, 1789, U.S. Declaration goes into effect. December 15th, 1791, the Bill of Rights is added to the Constitution, guaranteeing such liberties as the freedom of speech, the freedom to gather, and the freedom of practice of religion. On January 1st, 1863, President Abraham Lincoln issued a proclamation, began the progress of ending slavery in the United States. Good thing. Now, on January 1st, 1892, the Proclamation Center opened at Ellis Island, New York. eventually leading to nearly 12 million new U.S. citizens as people arrive from other countries around the world. Wow. Then on January 21st, 1910, immigration centers opens at Angel Island in California, allowing even more people to legally move to the United States. Wow, okay. And then on August 18th, 1920, the 19th Amendment gave women the right to vote. And that's the way it should be anyway. Then on June 18th, 1944, the Indian Regulation Act returns control of Native Americans' land to tribal governments. Okay? Then on June 6, 1944, Allied forces, including U.S. troops, began representing Western Europe from, I'm not going to say the N-I-Z-I, the high spell, which I'm not going to say anyway, control. Then on May 17, 1954, the Civil Rights Movement began in the United States, promoting equal rights and helping end racial segregation. Then on November 29, 1975, the initials with Disabilities Education Act, IDEA for short, is signed into law, showing that disabled students receive the same educational opportunities as other children. That's good enough. And then finally, on March 12, 1990, at the Capitol Crawl in Washington, D.C., Americans with physical disabilities protest to support the passage of the Americans with Disability Act, ADA for short. Now, I'm not going to go over the author's note because it's already almost that time, because it's like at least almost midnight as I'm taping this right now, but this does make more sense. So that's the history for you for the time when the freedom. So there you go. And last bit of the book says this: to my family, you're the reason to celebrate RT. To my sister, to making them summer visits to Kauai, a celebration of everything good. JD. Copyright 2026. All rights reserved. Designed by Rick DiMaggio. See here is American flag. We have where our country lives in. So that was America 250. Happy birthday, America. What do I think about this book? It was an amazing way to celebrate 250 years of our country. So far, this book was a success. And that was our 4-day initial days for celebrating America 250 episodes of Bedtime Stories. This is right now our 894 episode of Bedtime Stories. I hope you enjoyed it. So it's going to be another Bedtime Stories episode 894 on Peter Cave and the Unicorn's Missing Colors. Before we go, I wasn't originally going to do this to upload tonight and the fireworks thing on this Club Vlogs episode tonight, but due to time, I'll have to upload it tomorrow, first thing in the morning. I'll get up and do the uploads on these two videos, but it'll take time and effort to do it. But anyway, until next time, suggest my baby, we can move this, we got to be so till then, the Jump Say out. See ya.